All right. Well, good afternoon. It is the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I am with you. I guess I'm with you till about 5 o'clock. I might go over a little bit because I started late. I was prepared to start on time, but I didn't want to, necessarily step on Wyatt's show. Excuse me, because he was having what I think is a needed conversation. So I didn't want to step on that. I try to hold off until his show was over. But, getting ready for the weekend. I am getting ready for the weekend. I got a busy weekend. I hope everybody has enjoyed your week and everything is going good for you. Hold on a second. Let me get down here. Let me go through. Y'all know how I do. The hellos are first on this raggedy show. On this raggedy show, we say hello to everybody first. Robert Willis, good afternoon. Got Preston in the building. He's representing the barbershop. Good afternoon, Preston. Maria in the house. Maria Smith, good afternoon. Checking us out. The first 3 comments all came from YouTube. Interesting. Representing North College Hill. Good afternoon. Got Steban in the house. Good Friday. Oh, okay. Good Friday to you too. I typically say happy Friday, but Good Friday work. Just like good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Good Friday. Yeah. So Good Friday to you. Veronica in the house. Good afternoon, Veronica. Good afternoon. We got Erica. Erica representing Reading. Good afternoon, Erica. Got Dwayne in the house. Dwayne, good afternoon. Dwayne's representing Mount Airy. Can't beat that. Brent in the house, representing Dallas, Texas. Got Carolyn in the house. Carolyn in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ron Tucker says, afternoon. Sup, everybody? How about that money talk? Want to be getting some money? I really don't intend on talking about it, but yeah, if you can get some money legally and morally, I'm all for it. Get you some money. I'm all for it. It's not the most important thing in the world to me, though. For some people, it's the most important thing in the world. That I just don't agree with. Sea Breeze, what's up? Sea Breeze says, oh, I don't have a whole lot of money or equity, so E-Man would probably skip this comment. Some people might skip this comment if you don't have money or equity because you're not valuable. You're not a valuable human if you don't have a lot of money or equity. Some people seem to believe that. I'm not one of those people. I respect people with money. I respect people without money. I respect people with equity, without equity. I just respect people. And I don't believe, I know some people who got a lot more money than me and a whole lot less money than me. And I respect them all the same. It all depends on the way that you treat me. But initially, everybody get treated the same. Some people, probably can't say that. Valisa, good afternoon. Dwayne says, it was needed, but just like a lot of listeners, he don't listen. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. Okay, y'all want to talk about it. Look, for me, it was this simple. And again, I try to do that on my show. What is that, Emmanuel? You didn't say anything. Here's what I try to do. I try to make sure that I'm not putting out a message that has unintended consequences, right? I mean, the idea that, well, I'm going to say some stuff and for some of y'all just it ain't for. But everybody listening, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I could, this is a different situation, but understand the parallels that I'll point out later. I could talk all day about how good it is to have sex with multiple women. Because if you've ever been there, it's pretty good. What, there was a line in, what was it, the Best Man? Where the guy said, only thing better than some sex is some new sex. And people who've been there, whatever, they'll understand what I'm talking about. But what about other people? Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you just don't know what I'm talking about. And oh well, it ain't for you. But you saying it out loud where anybody can hear it. So you had to be careful of those unintended consequences, because now some 14-year-old hearing me talk about have sex with multiple women, and he like, oh, that's the way it's supposed to go. So I have to, if I'm going to talk about that, I have to be clear that, look, I'm not saying that this is okay. I'm telling you about a point in time in my life, and I've changed, and that's not what life is all about. But at that time, this was what you know what I'm saying? You can't just throw messages out there and be like, well, if you don't understand it, it ain't for you. Like, but you putting it out there. So it's got to be, and you have to be careful about the way that you're putting messages. Like I said, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Randall Wyatt Live, which if you don't watch it, it's a show I think you should watch. But Wyatt Live was talking about the presidential race. And at one point when he was talking about it, he was saying it don't matter to me if Kamala go in or if Donald Trump go in, because ain't neither one of them going to make me rich. Ain't neither one of them going to affect my money. And the point that I made was, I'm not voting necessarily because I think either one of them will make me rich or make me money. If that's the reason why you're voting for president, then that's bad. There are many other reasons to vote for one particular candidate over the other for president. And somehow it turned into this whole conversation about money. Clearly my point was, you shouldn't be voting for the president based on whether or not you're going to get money. There's other things. So it's not, we shouldn't care about who end up in the White House because it ain't going to make us money. I don't agree with that. We should care about who's going to be in the White House because of all of the other things that they touch and affect. Money ain't a huge factor for me one way or the other in terms of who I'm voting for president. And then somehow that turned into this conversation about, whether or not poor people is good and rich people is better and all of that kind of stuff. And a guy called in and was, really touting how wonderful money is. And if you ain't got no money, basically you ain't nobody. You can't do nothing for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. So that's really it. I don't agree with that. But one of the things that I said was, I've seen poor people see something unjust, go to City Hall, file lawsuits pro bono. They didn't have a lawyer. They didn't have money. They got enough money. You know what I'm saying? They not that they homeless, but you know what I'm saying? You make $40,000, $50,000 a year. That ain't no whole lot of money. They can afford to file a lawsuit and follow through with it and see change. But if you don't know better, then you hear people and you believe you can't do that if you ain't got no money. You can't affect change if you poor. You can't do that. And to me, that makes people feel like I can't do it. So why try? And so then I'm a normal dude making, $45,000, $50,000 a year. And I see some injustice and I'm like, somebody should do something about that. And somebody say to me, well, do something about it. You can do something about it. No, I ain't rich. Because only rich people have influence. No, I ain't rich. Only rich people can make a difference. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's the goal when people say that stuff. That's why I'm talking about unintended consequences. And you got to be careful about that. You have to be careful about talking about unintended consequences. Look, I want every one of y'all to become a billionaire. If all y'all became billionaires, how many of y'all would give me some money? None of y'all would give me no money. That's okay. But I want all of y'all to become billionaires. But when you become a billionaire, don't think you better than nobody else. You're not better than her because she's a millionaire. You're not better than him because he makes $50,000 a year. Your $1 billion don't make you better than his 25,000. It makes you richer. It means you have more money. It allows you some more freedom to do some more stuff. But it doesn't make you a better human. And people act like it does, but it doesn't. I think most of us want to make more money. No matter how much money you got, you want a little more money. We all understand that. Money can buy stuff. But when money becomes your identity, when all you can talk about is how much money you got, that's your whole identity, it's kind of weird to me. It's kind of weird to me. And they always get me when they go to talking about, I've helped these people go through school, and I've helped these people buy clothes, and I've helped these people do this. Like regular, normal, everyday people don't do that same stuff. I worked at a company. I'm going to join in. I worked at a company. I was making $32,000 a year. $32,000 a year. I coached football. I coached baseball. I coached basketball. I never played football, baseball, or basketball. But I wanted to help people. I helped people do all kind of stuff all the time. And guess what? I gave people money. I bought clothes for people. I actually gave $1,000 to a guy who was going to school. I don't think he put it towards his tuition, but I believe that was what he said he wanted. I'm finding myself in. I give people money. I don't have a whole lot of money, but I give people money. I don't make it known that I give people money. And actually, a lot of times when I give people money, and I'm not talking about like, what I'm saying, my cousin, like, hey, can I borrow, $30? I'm not talking about that kind of give people money. I'm talking about, how like when you be, going on social media or somebody got a GoFundMe, and I donate money to people. I send causes money, all that kind of stuff. But sometimes, you see a cause or something, and I've called people and said, hey, what you need? Here's my caveat. It's always my caveat. I'm going to give you this, but don't tell nobody I gave you this. Don't tell nobody that I gave you this. Okay. And then that's that. And I typically, I don't come on saying that to people. Oh, I gave so-and-so some money for this, and I gave so-and-so some money for that, and I gave so-and-so some money for this, because money is not my focus. My life is not revolved around how much money I got or how much money I give or any of that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm saying. I want people to understand money is valuable. It's money. It's money. Money helps. It's money. It's money. Money, you can still be effective at helping people, at making change, at influencing people, and not be rich. Don't let people whose entire being revolves around, oh, I got money. Oh, I got money. Oh, I got money. Oh, I got money. You ain't got money? Well, I got money. You ain't got money? Well, I got money. You need money? Well, I got money. You know how much money I got? You know how much money I made? I got money. You got money. I got money. I got money. He got money. They got money. You ain't got no money. Don't let people make you feel bad because you ain't rich. I don't even necessarily think that be their goal. But again, for me, I'm looking at young people, hearing the message of everything is about money. You can't do nothing if you ain't got money. You can't have no influence if you ain't got money. The president can't help you get no money, so you just shouldn't care about who the president is, because your focus should be on getting money. Like, stop. Drop Squad.
What's up, Emanuel Livingston? How you doing, sir?
Hey, welcome to my raggedy show, bro. How you doing?
I see. It was just constructive criticism on my part.
I don't know that you know what constructive criticism mean, but I'm not. Look, we not beefing about it. I thought it was funny, so you don't even have to explain.
There you go, insulting the people that call your show and support your show.
Well, you said something that I don't think that you understand the definition of. What I'm supposed to act like you do?
Bro.
You don't?
Okay. Let me just say it this way. Okay, since you brought it up. All I said was, Wyatt's show was better than yours because of the way his is set up. The way yours is set up compared to his, that's what I'm saying. Both of y'all got the gift of gab.
No.
Both of y'all.
No. That's not. No. That's not all you said. It's not all you said.
Okay. This is where the speculation and conjecture begins.
No. This is just fact.
All right.
You didn't say his show is raggedy?
I don't know if I used the word raggedy. I could have.
You literally used the word there. Now there you go. Oh, now you have selective amnesia. You said raggedy. Look, there's nothing wrong with it. I ain't mad at you.
Okay.
It was funny.
Okay, fine. Does that make it better or worse that I used the word raggedy?
It makes it neither. It was funny. I'm just saying, I said it so that you know that I heard what you said, and then you try to defend it and then leave the part out that you said. You don't have to defend it. It was funny. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We not beefing.
Thank you, Emanuel. But again, I always tell you, not always, but I've told you, this is what I do. I am a talk radio, podcast, YouTube channel caller. I know how to provoke. I know how to direct. And I know how to start shit.
I think you think higher of yourself than is actually realistic.
Proof. Emanuel, you're living proof because I did it this morning.
I think that you think much higher than yourself than, You actually think you some sort of a legend. Like, bro, you just some dude that call in and be, say weird stuff.
Manuel, I'm explaining to you what I did this morning when I said your show was raggedy. Okay, that's why I'm calling you now. Because see, I like to show people what I'm about instead of talk about what I'm about.
Okay.
So I did that intentionally this morning. I saw you in the chat.
You're so clever.
I said, why? This is what I said to myself. I'm going to make Emanuel pick up that phone and call in. And lo and behold, you did it. I knew you weren't going to do it right after.
I didn't call that show because of you. I called only because of the comment that he made that, I wanted that I had pushed back on, and then he kind of pushed back on me. And it would have been difficult for me to continue to do it via text. So I did it via phone.
Emanuel?
Yes.
Did you mention me in your call this morning to the Wyatt Live show?
Yes, I talked about the fact that you're not that bright.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, I'll talk about that more.
Okay, now on the topic you're talking about money, the original, the context of the whole thing was money and politics. You and Ty, y'all kind of got into a different place.
That was not.
Y'all both agreed.
That was not the original context of the conversation. You might have stepped away for a minute. It wasn't.
Okay,
you just be saying
whatever.
Stuff, bro.
But you are talking about it right now. You're talking about the money topic that came up on the show. You called in, and then Ty, I can't even pronounce that name, Emmanuel.
I don't know.
Whatever. Right. So
I just know he think he's better than people without money.
See, Emmanuel, Bro, I get what you're doing because I know what your style is.
I don't think you do.
appreciate it.
I don't think you
But
do.
anyway, Emanuel, do
Yes.
you remember during the 2008 election when President Obama, I think he had clinched the nomination or he had clinched the victory, and he was at a gym or somewhere, and this black lady was being interviewed. She was so excited, Emanuel, and she said, "Oh, I'm so excited. I voted for him." Speaking of Barack Obama, now he's going to take care of me. I don't have to worry about paying my bills. I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about that.
No.
Do you remember that?
I definitely don't remember that.
Okay, what I'm going to do after I get off this call, I'm going to post that video on your X account, okay? So you make sure you check it out.
Okay.
Because there are people out there, right, that are kind of like you were describing, and then there are people just like Wyatt and the Thai guy we're talking about. There are some people, Emanuel, that think they have no power because they have no money, so their only hope is to support the Democrats because they've been led to believe that if they support the Democrats by voting for them, they will pay for this, and pay for that.
For the sake
That's
of
it.
argument,
That's
I'll
it.
accept that as a fact. Okay, and
Okay. Huh?
and
No, that was it.
Oh.
Manuel, I just told you what the reason for my call was today.
You're-
to
you-
explain to you what I did this morning
Oh,
on
okay.
Wyatt Live.
okay, that was
But since you were talking about the money thing, it is people that believe exactly like you do about some poor people here that if you ain't got no money, you ain't shit. And then it's people that believe you can do way more and be more successful by more money you have.
And of course, there are people who believe I got money, and if you don't have as much money as I have, you ain't.
Well, yeah, there's always been class envy, Emanuel, in all cultures. All cultures. It's class. You know, in the hood, they call it ghetto fabulous. Okay, so
I'm not sure that that's what that means, but
again, that's the thing with black people, Wyatt, and that's why I love where we are in 2024.
I'm not Wyatt.
Our voices can be expressed on a wider scale now because of people like you who have that gift of gab, that love to talk, and you know, I give it to you. You're a smart guy. You ain't stupid, but
I'm
you
not
know
that bright.
exactly what you're doing because you know who listens to you.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
You're trying to keep black people engaged and aware of what's going on in their community, in the so-called culture, which I really don't think applies much these days. But that's what I think. That's what you do. The few times I listened to you when you were on commercial radio, that's who your audience was.
Can I tell you what I'm trying to do?
Sure.
What I'm trying to do is get people to, I'm going to use this term, but I don't necessarily like this term, but it might be the best term. Think a little bit outside the box. Not necessarily believe the stuff that you hear, even the stuff that I say. I want you to use reason and logic and think out things for yourself. And I want you to think so much that you seek out more information so that the things that you're thinking about, you can be more informed and, you know, more logical and reasonable because you have now more information to use to survey whatever that situation is or, you know, whatever that story is so that you can come to a better conclusion. That's all
Right,
I want
exactly.
people to do. That's it.
Right. And again, I agree with you 100%. And like I said, my legendary status began with the Nathan Ivey Show, based out of Cincinnati. Then along came Wyatt Live, based out of Cincinnati/Florida. And then you, Emanuel Livingston, because I heard you on The Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you hooked up with Wyatt, and then I'm like, okay, that's cool. But all three of y'all guys, one thing y'all have in common. Well, two things. All of y'all are smart, and all of y'all have that freaking gift of gab. Because I can only do it for 5-10 minutes. But Emanuel, you and those other two brothers, y'all could talk for hours. Wouldn't need a caller. Wouldn't need to read no chats. And y'all wouldn't stumble on a word.
I want you to know I got no problems with you, but you are in
I never thought you did.
I
never thought you did. I don't take this stuff personal.
But you are in no way, shape, or form legendary.
I knew that was coming.
You're not. I just want you to know that. And I'm glad that you think highly of yourself, but...
Why you keep saying it?
Because you're not. I need you to know that.
It must be true. It must be true.
It is very true that you're not.
Dispel it, with all the effort you've been putting in to dispel when I say
it doesn't take a lot of effort to say you're not. That's almost effortless. Hey, it's almost just a reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's like you saying, "Hey, man, fire is cold," and I'm like, "No, it's not."
Okay, not. One last thing before I go. Was Glenn William Robinson, I think that was his name, or Glenn Williams from Mason, was he a Cincinnati radio talk show / podcast legend?
He was well known. Legend is a big thing. He was very well known, though. Yes.
He was one of those callers, Emanuel, and it ain't too many out there like this, who called into a show, established himself as a regular, and then was called in studio to guest host. To me, that's legendary.
Okay.
Okay, that's just my opinion. I keep telling you, I'm 60, going on 64, talk show, radio, legend.
You might have a point there. Huh? I just one quick question. Who called you in to guest host?
Good one, Manuel. I ain't even going to respond to that. Thanks for taking my call, brother. And everybody out there who listen and support the afternoon experience, y'all be safe in those streets. Peace out, Manuel.
Thank you, Drop Squad. All right. That was Drop Squad 52, I believe is the number. I didn't finish saying my hellos. Pryor. Stefan Pryor. Good afternoon. Oh. Twin.
What's up, E-Man?
Twin, thank you for calling this terrible show.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I wasn't going to call in
All
more.
I said was thank you for calling this terrible show. Thank you.
No, you try to be funny. I wasn't going to call in
There
no
is
more.
nothing funny about that.
No, you try to be funny. See, that's what I be talking about. Yo, extra ass, man. That's what I be talking about, man. Just can't even have a decent conversation.
What is
I
wrong?
can go on Wyatt show and talk to him as a gangster, but you come on here, you be extra and try to, I don't know what you try to do, play with people mind or something, you a psychic or something, man.
Hold on, did you say my show is terrible?
I said it was boring. I didn't say terrible. I said boring.
Okay, well, you
because
said what?
You can't relate to how, you can't
Hold on,
relate
wait,
to
no,
how,
what are you saying? Are you saying B-U-L-L, bull? Are you saying, what are you saying?
I said boring, not bull.
Boring, B-O-R-I-N-G.
Yeah, I ain't say
okay,
bull.
well, so welcome to the boring show.
Man, you ain't got to say all that, man. Just listen to what I got to say.
So you don't want me to welcome you to the show now?
No, you ain't got it. You did that 30 minutes ago when you tell everybody such and such I haven't there. Welcome to the show. You did all that. You ain't got to go do a remix.
Well then, unwelcome your ass to the show. Go ahead. What you got?
Sound like Lavelle when he told Tata, take your ass home then, nigga. Hey, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hypocrite, man. Earlier you said on the why. When I was telling you what they're about and what I'm mad about with them Democrats, man. When I was telling you about Obama, when I said he took care of them white people affairs, them gay people, and he was selected before he was elected. That's what I was saying. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. That's not true. And you went on there and said it was true on Wyatt.
What are you talking about? I've always said. Hold on, let me be clear. Maybe
you went against the grind.
Hold on, can I?
No, you did. No,
can
you
I?
did.
Can I get it out?
No, you did.
Why? I mean, twin.
Go ahead.
Let me get this out. I have said since Barack Obama started doing his I Love Gay People tour that I had a problem
What's up, man?
with that. And speaking of Glenn used to get on me all the time because I used to challenge I used to say that I did not like that he was doing that, and I wish that he would do the same thing for black people. So I very seriously doubt if you called me and said Barack Obama stood up for gay people, and I was like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
When I said, you said, what you think he should do then? What you think the president should do? What you think the government should do?
Right.
And I told you, man, engage with the people, man. If y'all can get over there and send China and whoever else $1 billion, why we can't have it? You ain't I know we ain't gonna get no damn reparation, because that reparations when they freed the slave. That's your damn reparation right there. So any other that, just like if you look like this, Emmanuel, you say you the king of talk, right?
I don't say it. I am. It's just a fact.
Okay, why Drop can't beat or whatever he just said? He's you think highly in favor of yourself or whatever.
Did he
why
win? He win a pageant?
Huh?
Did he win a pageant?
You ain't win no King of Talk pageant.
Yes, I did. Just because you wasn't there, don't mean it didn't happen. I'm a what?
Man, I guess, man.
That wrestling was a long time ago, bro. I became the king of talk. Oh, I can't remember what year, but I am the king of talk, and he is not a legendary Cincinnati talk radio caller. He's just
so
not.
You want to rip the runway pageant or something?
Let me just say, I killed the swimsuit competition, bro.
Damn, I knew something was wrong with you.
Yeah, they was like,
it's coming to.
They was
it's
like,
coming to my mind now.
What is
I knew
that?
Something was wrong with. I knew something was wrong with you.
Oh my God, he wins. I'm sorry, all of y'all, but he wins.
Man, I ain't trying to hear all that goofy rainbow bright ass shit going on, man. You
the one brought up the king of talk. Why did you bring it up?
Well, hey, man, you talking about swimsuit and all that? You think I want to hear that? I barely want to hear you and Britt talk about wrestling. Now you bringing swimsuit and all that. Hey, see, that's why I be saying you extra. That's why you gotta be,
I'm sorry. Now I'm
hyped.
Now what are you when you hear swimsuit? What are you imagining?
Man, some wrestling or some fugazi ass P Diddy stuff.
I don't wear those type of swimsuits, bro.
I don't know what you Speedo. I don't know what you talking about.
Stop thinking about me in a Speedo. Stop.
Man, swimsuit is for girl, man. You say swim trunk is for guys.
Well, they didn't call it the swim trunk competition.
Man, I guess I don't understand where you come from, but I don't know.
Now, hold on, like twin. At this point, I am just being silly with you because you're not really talking about nothing.
I know. I caught on to what you're doing, man. I know you now. But this what you make me mess up my train of thought.
My bad.
This what I was talking about, Emmanuel. That every 4 years, man, that's all they want, man. They come to us every 4 years and want our votes and all that, but don't want to help us out. If you think you rich, if you think of yourself, Emmanuel, as poor, you gonna be poor. If you feel like you can't put that tire on there and stuff, and you can't say you can't put that tire on there, you can't put that tire on there because why? You're not thinking positive of yourself. If you say you're going to be poor all your life, damn it, you're going to be poor all your life. That's what you think. But you got to think positive. I've never been a jealous type that I've been around a lot of people with money, big money. I'm talking mansions, cars, rolls, anything you name. I never been a type because you know why? Since I was 8, I've been a hustle. My daddy, my brothers, and uncles never taught me the game in the streets of life, man.
Oh. I'm listening.
You got to get it out the mud or whatever. You wait for a handout, that's on your ass. Don't never wait for a handout. Get it how you get it. And stuff. I'm going to teach you, son. I'm going to teach you, bro. Teach you, nephew. And that's how I learned, man. My first hustle, man, was selling them beepers, man. And my other hustle was going to helping grandmas and neighbors out, going to the store and all that, going to the grocery store, pushing cart. I ain't started selling that dope until I got to, my teens and all that. Because I saw my other people, my family members push it, man. And that's the only thing I knew. I always kept a job, though. Man, that's one thing about me. I kept a job. I knew how to do tow trucks and shit when I was 12 years old. How to hook a tow truck up. and everything before they came with the flatbed
Twin.
and everything. So I know about getting money, man.
Twin.
But if people think of themselves go be poor, then you go be poor. What's up, man?
I understand what you're saying and the power of positive thinking and all of that kind of stuff. I get that. But if you're a person out here and you're working and you make less than, if you just look at the federal poverty line and you make less than that.
25, 30,000 something.
So if you out here
16.
working and you making $25,000 and you got, say a wife and 4 kids.
That 25,000 ain't no good.
Exactly. So you can look at your current situation and say, by American standards, I'm poor. That don't mean you're saying I'm going to be poor the rest of my life. That just means you're acknowledging the reality of your current situation. That's it.
No, I ain't. If I got $2.50 in my bank account, I got money on me.
Nobody said poor doesn't mean you don't have any money.
No,
broke
it just means
broke
you need
might
to come
mean
up
that.
more. You said what?
Broke might mean you don't have any money, but poor and broke are not the same thing if you ask me.
No, it's not. If you really look at it.
Right.
Broke
So,
is, I mean, you got lint in your pocket.
so there's nothing wrong with acknowledging your current situation, and hopefully you're devising a plan to, get out of that situation and get a better
person
situation.
like me, I wouldn't acknowledge nothing like that. But like, damn, I'm poor like a mother.
Why you just gonna deny reality? Do you really think denying reality helps?
No, it don't help. But I'm just saying, that's my mentality. As a person as me, I ain't gonna think like that. Because if you keep thinking like that, hey, that's all you go do all your life. The well on that you poor. And you ain't looking for a come up.
No, you can acknowledge that right now, my income.
I know you can. I know that.
So then what? Okay.
But you didn't catch on to what I was just saying,
I
man.
did not.
See, you keep on talking and stuff. You just start listening. That's our point.
I was listening.
Your point, you just don't, get it sometimes. You always want to overtalk somebody without listening and everything.
I listened for a long time, and you the one overtalk people and don't listen.
I do, man. I try to listen, but you try to joke sometimes. I gotta joke you sometimes.
Hold on. You can't keep using that as an excuse. If you can't tell the difference between when somebody joking and when somebody being serious, it ain't the person who's joking every once in a while's fault. It's your fault.
Okay, man. Well, you sure was serious. I caught you serious on Wyatt's show, but this show right here, you's a joke.
Okay.
You so talking with some sense on Wyatt, but as soon as you clocked in at 310, how you doing?
What did I say? What did I say that was a joke?
No, any Speedos and all that swimsuit you had on when we were just talking, and you flipped the strip.
Because you was talking nonsense. You started talking about nonsense, and so I meet nonsense with nonsense.
No, I was. I was talking real, but you came
What
with
did
that.
what did me being the king of talk and him thinking he's legendary had to do with anything?
But you should say I'm the king of talk. You went to I won in the past, and then you start saying swimsuit and all that threw me off. Like what?
Don't let me throw you off. You got to be better than that, bro. You just said it threw you off. Don't let me throw you off. You got to be better than that.
No, I see now.
All right.
Well, you got to see what will come out your mouth or whatever. I don't know, man. You just put this on this float.
So I'm gonna from here because I want our conversation to be more productive. So moving forward, when I'm joking, I will announce. I will say, "Twin, I'm about to say something that's a joke."
I'll catch. I ain't slow, man. I'll catch up.
Okay.
I ain't slow. I'll catch up.
I don't think
what else
you're
to
slow.
talk about, Emmanuel? What's new? Anything else?
Well, I hadn't even really started the show, but I hadn't really started.
What
the show.
you gonna say then?
I think I was gonna talk a little bit about Kamala Harris.
No, please, no. Please switch it up. We can't talk about. Oh well, you don't watch football. Or nothing like that.
No, I don't.
You ever go change your mind?
When they get a majority black owner, or Colin Kaepernick get a real shot.
I'd love to see that one though, because just like I was telling my brother, I told him, I said, you know what, 49ers can stack the deck all they want. But I don't think God will allow them to win the way they played that boy when he tried to stand up for a change. And all of a sudden, here comes Black Lives Matter and all that. When a dude was telling y'all and stuff, there's some racist stuff going on in the world and police brutality and everything, but y'all didn't take heed. Man, it's crazy, man.
But maybe one of these days they'll get a majority black owner, and then I can go back to watching the NFL.
They had a chance to get one, man.
They did.
Even though they got to go through the whole ropes, P. Diddy, all them, and other people, they had a chance to get all them, man.
And they did not do it.
And then people cry about, you know, how this rap stuff and everything else. And like I was saying, the government can stop all this. They can shut it down, Emanuel. They can shut all this stuff down, but, you know, the black folks don't want to do it.
Hold on, they can shut. Wait,
one.
you said they can shut what down? What can black folks shut down?
You know all this. I said the government, if they really want to, if we want to come together as one, Emanuel, and hell with the government, they can shut it down. All this killing and stuff that's going on with these kids, and they want to dope these kids, say they got a mental problem and everything, which they don't. Y'all label them as the mental problem. Y'all don't even know what's in that medicine. Only thing y'all say.
Let me ask you this:
take the whipping away, dope them up for 8 hours, Emanuel.
How do you
That's
think?
What they saying.
How do you think the government can stop these people, young people, older people, black people, from killing other black people?
You said what, man?
How can the government stop the violence?
Man, I look at it like this, my perspective. I look at it like this. When you had Obama in there, you got Biden that's running behind him. Now you got Kamala Harris. Y'all want to put on a shit show with Megan Thee Stallion and all that, and y'all want to go to Trump want to go to black churches when you never been in a black church a day of your life. You are white. All of a sudden, here it comes. This is a shit show to me, man. Y'all had Cardi B doing a couple of years. Now y'all got Megan Thee Stallion. It's a shit show.
But how do you think?
Ain't no but.
No, because you're not, Twin. You're not actually answering the question that I asked. What do you believe the government can do to stop the violence?
You know what they can do, man?
I don't.
I'll say it like this. I know it's good because we living in a new generation. I'll say it like this. If I was the government under Twins' order, I say I'm shutting all this social media rap shit off. I say get it. I would shut it down.
Wait.
I say I'm about to educate these kids.
Wait a minute. Wait,
1, 2.
Twin. I'm slow, so I need to take it piece by piece. You're saying if you became the president, you know, hypothetically, if you became the president, you are shutting down social media companies and music companies? You're just shutting them all down.
I would shut them down, man. Just like you remember in the 80s how they did.
You can't do that. The president doesn't have that power.
Why come he don't?
Because we have rights. You have the First Amendment right. Record companies have a right to put out music. Musicians have a right to write and record music. Record companies have a right to distribute that music. You have rights. You can't just strip away people's rights.
What they did to TikTok? Didn't they take TikTok away?
No, TikTok is still there.
Didn't they threaten to take it away?
They threatened to do, shut it down because it was
what was the reason?
So something about they figured I think they were saying that because it's a Chinese company that somehow the Chinese were using it to spy
and all that crazy stuff, huh?
But okay, let's say they can shut down.
No, it wasn't. That was a cover up. They weren't stealing no identity. The cover up was that they people promote violence on TikTok and all that extra stuff. They ain't nothing but was a cover up, man. How they was go do that?
That's not.
What's up, man?
Yeah, that's not. They can't shut it down because of that. They can't shut down. They can't.
That's a cover up, man.
No,
that's one.
Twin.
Come on, man.
Twin.
That's a cover up, man.
Twin.
I'm trying to just like when he just got shot. They ain't nothing but a cover up to throw y'all people off.
Twin, I love you. You my brother, right?
Go ahead, man. This your show.
No, I'm telling you, I love you. You my brother. And take my word for it when I tell you that there are certain things that the president can't do. And one of those is just arbitrarily shut down companies because he don't like what they doing. The president can't do that.
What did they do to NWA though? When they said, NWA when they said fuck the police and all that, what they do?
Nothing. NWA, that all those guys still exist. They made more music. They didn't shut them down. They was touring. They was making money. I saw them in Montgomery, Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
Then Ronald Reagan's about to shut them down. They promote violence and all that crazy stuff.
They didn't.
Then they bomb rush a couple of their concerts when they said fuck the police and all that.
They didn't shut them down. They couldn't shut them down. They could not do it.
So
don't you remember 100 Miles and Running? That was after F the Police. They did not shut them down.
Then the government saying too much violence in they rap lyrics and stuff.
Yes, they did complain about it, but they did not and could not shut them down. They didn't. The government. When Master P, remember back in the day when Master P and all of them came out with they records and everything? Yes, I remember.
They had a smooth record, and then they had the Eddie version. Remember that?
Yes.
Why they can't do that now?
That's not
because why? Because why? Because they go lose money. That Jew go lose money.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that the president can't you could not get in office and now you're President Joyner and then you just stand up and you like, all right, no more cussing in music. It's just the rule, it's the law. It doesn't
I'll
work.
let you make your money, but it's gotta be something that'll not to provoke violence and stuff.
But
man.
they can't do that. Trust me when I tell you, the president doesn't have the authority to just arbitrarily do that. He doesn't.
So if I go to China, one of them foreign countries, to play that, what you think they gonna do to me?
This ain't China.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know what they'll do to you. They'll probably look at you and be like, oh, he playing that music.
No, just like you were saying, inflation and all that. When I was saying price, you talking about what was that word you used? I forgot what you said it was.
I don't know.
Something you said, it'll come to me, whatever. But anyway.
Just, if you don't believe nothing else that I said, Twin, just understand the president does not have the authority to just arbitrarily shut down all social media and force music to only play family-friendly.
So it got to go through the House and Senate then.
I don't even think they have the authority to do that. Those companies would sue and they would win because that would be a violation of their First Amendment rights. It's not something that's going to or can happen.
So when just got nailed 10 years of stuff or whatever off the RICO Act and everything, not the RICO, whatever, promoting everything, he got found guilty.
But he's not being charged for making music. He's being charged because they believe that he was a part of an organized crime ring. That's different. He could make the music all day if they didn't feel like, they feel like some of that music directly points to evidence of crimes that he's committed. So it's not, his music. It's
what you think he got found guilty of?
Not making music, right? So he didn't get found guilty for making music.
Some of that relate to what he did, making music. Yes, he did. They looked at every point and everything. You know how I know? Because my cousin was on the case. He can talk about it now, and I found out. So you can't tell me it's something I already know. My cousin was on that case, and I told him I'm going to holler at him after this over with. And he told me everything. I said, okay. So you can't tell me what I know. There's part of his case, too, that was on there, too, through that music.
Okay.
Now you know.
Now I know. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got to say. It was nice talking to you and making you laugh, and you making me mad. So we even now.
Well, you educated me, so you up one.
I ain't educated you. I still don't like you. Not that play. I'm going to holler at you.
All right,
you
twin.
have a good weekend. Everybody in the chat, man. It's all fun again.
Yeah, you do the same.
Man.
All right.
All right.
All right, that was Twin. I was, and you did. You try to, and he. Okay. I really am seriously gonna. At least I was considering the idea of, you know, some civics stuff. But even if they still gonna be like, you don't know what I told you. I don't know. I didn't even say a complete sentence. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Woo. Anyway. What was I talking about? I'm not even sure what I was talking about. I've seen some people telling me I'm wrong. They can't, the government, if everything functions the way it's Ron, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Ron,
What's happening?
how you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Are you laying down?
Nah, I'm sitting in the chair.
Are you on a
Sitting in the
speaker
chair.
or something?
Yeah.
Oh, can you not be on the speaker? It just sounds different.
Yeah.
Sound like you got your Barry White thing going on, and you
No,
know.
it's just 'cause I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Anyway, in relation to what you was talking to Twin about when he was talking about that money thing, he got to speak those things as if they were so. You speak those things into existence when you don't have no money, or are you being broken, and you have a lack of anything. But anyway, I wanted to touch base with you on what you said on Riot Show.
Okay.
You said essentially that, damn, Twin made me lose my train of thought.
I said that even people without money can affect change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, people without money can affect change.
Yes.
But it's all about the change that you're trying to make.
Uh-huh.
Now, people can affect, without money, I can affect change by going down the street and just helping somebody do something. And it may change. It can change history. Somebody's history.
That is very true.
But it takes a lot to change the history of a people. And like you were alluding to Kamala, and I often think about this because everybody tells me why would I vote against my own interests and things like that.
And you tell them I'm not going to vote against my own interests because I'm not even going to vote.
Well, I'm not going to vote for president,
Yeah.
Right now, but it's a trick that, and like you always do that shit. You gonna toss certain shit out there and then make me lose my train of thought.
I'm sorry. You were talking about Kamala Harris. I apologize.
Yeah,
You were talking about Kamala.
Anyway, people say that I'm going to vote against my own interests.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, you were harping about um, Obama and what he did amongst the transsexuals and the LGBTQ community. And like you said, he pulled that shit up, and then everybody wanted to be gay.
Well,
You know
I don't know about that, but
no, but you said it yesterday.
no, I
You
didn't
said it
say
yesterday.
everybody wanted to be gay. I said
No, you didn't
people,
say everybody, but you said okay. Let me let you say what you said.
they changed their views on gay marriage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, people know what you said yesterday too. But okay, they changed their views on gay marriage, but a lot of views shouldn't have been changed. Thusly, that the two transgenders that are participating in the Olympics right now, and the girl that got her dreams dashed by the transgender yesterday. And eventually those, females are gonna get their dreams, dashed by these men. And Kamala Harris is full speed on with that shit. Full speed on with that shit.
Yes, I do not agree with her on that.
Oh yeah. Do not agree with her, but she's full speed on that. And 200 over 200 people in the Senate wanted to confirm abortion throughout the late-term pregnancy. You can get 26 weeks. 26 weeks, you can get an abortion. Up to 26 weeks. 20, no, wait, that is 26 weeks. 26 weeks on to the delivery of the baby. 26 weeks to delivery. And it's a trip because 26 weeks, you 3 months pregnant. And I remember my niece, that was the first baby that I seen, somebody being pregnant. My sister was pregnant, and she used to take and let the baby roll around and let me feel him. And 26, 27, 30 weeks. That shit is ridiculous. That's murder. That's murder, especially when you
I agree
get,
with you.
Beyond. Yeah, you get beyond. But see, Kamala is full speed on head on that shit.
I disagree with her on that.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, it's a whole bunch of shit like that I can name. And then, people are saying that, I'm voting against my best interest. I'm voting against my best interest.
Well, help me understand, Ron.
Now, I'm not voting. I'm not voting for president. I'm just saying.
May I ask you a question?
That I was.
May I ask you a question? In terms of what would you like to see a president do in terms of, let's say, abortion?
Oh, leave it to the states, just like it is, and hopefully states will make the right decision and leave it to rape, incest, the birth of them, or the death of a mother, or if it's the life of a mother, if it threatens the life of a mother. Yes,
may I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Do you believe? I might not even necessarily need to ask that question because I think I'm pretty clear on what you believe. Okay, so what about somebody like me, Ron? I am against abortion. I don't think anybody should have an abortion, unless those very few circumstances, life with a mother and maybe incest and, maybe some severe deformity or something like that. But other than that, I don't think anyone should have an abortion. However, I don't live everybody's life, and I believe in America, people have a right to make those decisions for themselves. Although I agree that it is murder, so I'm not looking for a president necessarily that's gonna put my will into law.
But see, that's that bullshit. So would you agree to let people govern themselves like the old West and abolish the police and everything like that?
For the most part, yes.
If you need to kill him, if you need to kill a motherfucker, you kill a motherfucker.
Yes.
And all that other
Yes.
shit.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you want it to be appropriate, kid. Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna shot somebody up.
I'll take a scenario.
Now, okay, I almost shot somebody up. Dude was like 6'4", about 250. He young boy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm 56 with a bad back
Right.
and a bum shoulder. I just got over shoulder.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Shoulder surgery. Now, first of all, I don't have sense enough to back down.
Okay.
I would have fought him heads up. If I would have been, been solid.
Okay.
Now, because I don't have sense enough to back down. And dude, he was just mouthing off to me, and I'm like, whatever. And the manager stepped between us.
Okay.
But you telling me that it would be okay, just go ahead and get shooting, bam, bam, and then go ahead and just go on about my day. See, that's what you're saying when you're saying.
May I answer the scenario?
That's what you're saying when you saying about abortion.
May I answer?
You're saying that we should. I'm just finishing my statement.
Okay.
You saying that now? First of all, I don't give a shit about the scenarios. I'm talking about the law, how it stands. You're saying that we shouldn't give a fuck because I don't have a baby that walking around, or not walking around, but I don't have a potential mother that has a potential to get an abortion and everything. Then I should not care.
I never said that.
And I had this. No. This is what you implied.
I never implied it either.
You're saying that no. You said what it affect? You said it. What did it affect me by voting for Kamala Harris?
No, I didn't.
For president.
I never asked you that question.
Well, you didn't say it. You didn't say it exactly that. I can't remember it. So I'm trying to paraphrase it.
I think you're trying to anticipate what you think I might have asked you given a certain scenario, but I didn't ask you that.
You said it.
I was not going to ask you that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then I misspoke. So go ahead. Misspoke.
With regard to your scenario, I would say if that person went to physically attack you, then yes, it should be 100% legal for you to take him out. People should not attack people. And so, yes, I do believe that it should be legal. Right.
But what about a baby that can't defend themselves?
Again, I don't believe in it. So I'm not saying that I think it's okay.
Well, okay. So what was your question? So let me please
All right.
finish asking your question because I got it. Well, I got it.
I don't think
Totally different. So finish asking your question.
I don't remember what the question was. I don't remember asking you a question.
You didn't finish. You said, what about the voting for Kamala? What does it have to do with abortion? With voting for president? Well, I mean.
But if I were gonna ask you a question, the question that I would ask you is: so you genuinely believe that the government should dictate what a person does with their body?
The government already dictates what a person can do with what somebody's body. That's why your ass at home. Correct?
No.
Because you refuse to take the shot, right? No. You refuse to take a mandated shot.
And I was against that.
You refuse to
But
take
see,
a mandated shot.
Ron, I heard you.
You refuse
Ron,
to
we
take a
heard you. You don't have
shot.
to say it 7 times. We heard you. I refuse to take a mandated.
I don't want you to stop right.
Ron, can I get a word in edgewise? I agree,
Sorry, go ahead.
Ron. Just like I don't believe the government should dictate what I do with my body in terms of giving me a shot, I also don't agree that the government should dictate what women do with their bodies. I'm consistent on that. But were you against the government were you against the government mandating that shot?
Yes.
But you're for the government mandating what a woman does with her body.
No, I'm not. It's for government mandating what somebody does with their body. You can go out and do whatever the fuck you want to with your body. The BBL is gonna be a trip once they get old. So you can go do what you want to do, but you should not have an option for murder. You should not have an option to murder. And I'll say it again. You should not have an option to murder. And if what's a trip about it is, if it's not murder, can't nobody tell me that you should be able to pin a murder charge when somebody is pregnant. You can't pin a charge on the person, the female that's a mother and a baby. If it's not a life, how you gonna pay? And I was so sick, and I don't know if you remember, it's a long time ago, but a chick was running from the police, and another officer smashed into a pregnant woman's car downtown.
What was that? Crystal
And
White, I do
they
believe, was her
charged
name.
that girl. Yeah, they charged that girl with murder of both. And I was fired up, man. I get fired up when I think about that because they changed her life.
Ron,
when
Ron,
they didn't have to. Now,
Ron,
what?
do you think she should have been charged with that murder?
What? Hell no. Hell no.
Okay, see,
no.
yeah,
First
it's
of all,
look, hold on, Ron, hold on.
I've been charged with that murder
Ron,
because
Ron.
of the abortion rule.
Ron,
It's because of
Ron.
the abortion rule.
Ron, come on, man, we got to be able to have a conversation, bro.
Go ahead, because I don't want you to stick that shit on me.
Ron,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Your inconsistency is what is frustrating
No, that's
to. Can I
That's
get
not
Ron? When you be talking, I sit here and I shut up and I listen to you, right? I don't just jump.
go ahead.
I let you finish a sentence or two.
Go ahead.
Okay. Your inconsistency is what's frustrating to me because I agree with you that the government shouldn't be dictating what I put in my body, all right? So they shouldn't have been trying to force me to take that shot. I agree with you that women shouldn't murder their unborn children. But if you agree that it's murder of an unborn child, then when someone outside causes that same child, where if the woman did it, it's murder. If somebody outside the woman do it, well, they shouldn't charge them with anything. That's not consistent. You gotta be consistent.
Okay. It's consistent because it's not murder. It's not murder when you have an abortion. It's not murder. God damn it, it's not murder. So don't put that shit on there, but because it don't need to be.
Okay,
Because
I think I get what you're saying. What you're saying, hold on, let me, Ron, for me.
I'm gonna give you what I'm saying.
Wait, no, because I'm not probably not gonna understand it the way you say it.
I don't want you to speak for me.
But no, I need to speak it for me. What you're saying is that because the law says that it's not murder in one case, then the law should be consistent and say that it's not murder in the other case. So, okay, that I understand. Too late. I already did it. I already did it.
I don't want you.
I already did it. Too late. I did it. Too late.
I don't want you to speak to me.
I did it.
Now, you ain't speaking to me.
Yes, I did. I did.
Now, you spoke for you.
Nah, I spoke for you.
No, okay, whatever. You spoke for you.
For you.
So now, the officer was the one that hit the chick. That's why. First of all, I know that she shouldn't have been charged. Second of all, if there is a such thing as an abortion, if there isn't a such thing as an abortion, and they allow to abort the baby, how in the world is she killing the baby if you allow to abort the baby? Because it isn't a life.
Yeah, that's what I just said that you said.
It's just a fetus. So.
I just said that for you.
I said that. So that should not have been a murder charge.
Yes, I understand
like
your
said,
thought process.
Again, we can go through the abortion thing, and we can go through, a numerous amount of things that, I would not consider voting for Kamala because she doesn't vote my or our best interest. Now she's okay for somebody who got some money. She okay for somebody who got some money. And Trump and everybody, they okay for somebody that got some money.
Okay.
That don't have to, worry about what they for. No, somebody that don't even have a 401k.
Okay.
And it's a trip because, it's levels of poverty, and I didn't even
That's very true.
know that. I just found out last year. And I've been homeless, and it's levels of poverty.
When you were homeless, I don't know if you knew this, but when you were homeless, you were a horrible human being.
Oh shit! I shit. I mean, some people might have thought so, but what the fuck?
I learned today that
What
you
is
were.
that?
I wouldn't have thought that, but I learned today that when you were poor, you were a horrible human being. But if you got money now, you cool.
Okay, but anyway, man, listen. That like I said, we don't. She isn't. She isn't my best interest, and she isn't the best interest for poor black folks.
Okay, may I ask you a direct question?
Yes.
Because I would say abortion and things like that, she's not voting your values. In terms of not voting your best interest, what did she vote for or against that violates or whatever, goes against your best interest?
Well, she didn't vote anything, by policy yet that I can see because she isn't in the Senate anymore.
Right. So how can you then say if she's not voted for anything that's against your best interest that she doesn't vote your best interest?
Get out, nigga.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Get out.
I'm sorry.
She is to decide and vote in the Senate, and she did vote for that abortion thing, and
Again, that's your values, not necessarily your best interest.
Okay. And she ran for the Democratic vote or for the Democratic nomination
Right.
in 2020, and I know her policies from 2020, and I know what, of course, she's done through 2024, which of course includes hiding the condition of the president, from the American people, and she did that. She
did what?
She was.
I didn't hear what you said she did. What did she do?
She hid the status of the American president from all of America.
What do you mean she hid his status?
She hid it. She hid it. She hid the fact that he wasn't running the fucking White House.
Who says he's not running the White House?
Hey man, I'm not going to debate all that shit with you because I'm not going to debate all that shit.
Okay, but that's none of that actually answers my question, Ron. My question was, what has she voted for or against that goes against your best interest?
Or against. She's in the White House.
But she was in the Senate for a while, and so you should have something that she voted.
I'm not talking about her. I didn't give a fuck when she was in the Senate. She was over there in California.
But you said she voted against your best interest. I'm just asking what.
No. But see, I'm talking about her policy from 2020.
Okay, what 2020 policy is against your best interest?
Okay, she wanted to do a gun buyback for semi-automatic weapons, AR-15s and such.
And again, how is that against your best interest?
But that's against my best interest.
How?
I want my AR.
Doing a gun buyback doesn't mean you have to give up your AR. It means you have the option to sell it.
Mandatory.
No, she did not. She did not promote mandatorily taking people's AR weapons. She never did that. You made that up. She never said, I believe the government should mandate people give up their ARs. Come on, you gotta be. I'm listening, but you gotta at least say something honest.
You bullshitting. And it's a trend. It's a trend. Do you know it's video of her sing? She did that on Lester Holt, or not Lester Holt, the dude in the morning on the Today Show.
But just so I'm clear, you're saying in between 2020 and 2024, Kamala Harris has said that she wants to make it mandatory that everybody give up their AR weapons.
Mandatory gun buyback, nigga. Just because you don't know that shit, I don't know. Damn. Nigga, I know shit you don't. Nigga, you don't even pay attention. Obvious. Again, now the mandatory gun buyback, the failure at the border, you don't.
Oh my God. Ron,
you gonna say that
what am I gonna say?
It wasn't a failure at the border. She wasn't in charge.
Ron, okay, you're saying she was in charge of the border. Is that what you're... Ron, I'm asking a simple question. Are you saying she was in charge of the border?
Yes.
So what law...
She wasn't in charge.
Hold on, Ron. So she had the power... Ron, let me ask a question. You believe she had the power, the authority to unilaterally change the laws in the United States as it relates to the border? Huh?
Hey, she was in charge
Ron,
of the border.
Ron, do
She
you
was in charge.
believe
Yeah,
that
but
she had the authority to unilaterally change the laws as it relates to the border?
She was in charge of the border.
What does that mean? What does that mean to you?
Which means she could have brought back. She could have brought back intel, all intelligence from the border and from when she went down to South America.
That
and
doesn't
all
even
that
make
other
sense. That
shit.
doesn't even make sense.
I didn't even finish saying what I'm saying.
The first part didn't make
what
sense,
don't
so there's a good
what-
chance the second part ain't gonna
what
make
don't
sense.
What don't make sense is why motherfuckers like you still keep trying to
Oh my
make
God.
people vote against their own.
I'm not even trying to make people vote.
What's a trip is? You done said. You done said that people shouldn't turn in they weapons and all that other little shit. You done said that shit. And the fact that
I don't think I ever said that.
The fact that I told you, and the fact that you're saying pretty much all of the Harrison.
What are you hearing? I don't even know what you're hearing. You keep saying that I said stuff that I never said.
For that motherfucker anyway. You loyal to a party, but not the people.
How am I loyal? What did I say that's loyal to a party?
You have to have. That's why you have to ask questions. That's bullshit.
What's wrong with asking questions? Now asking questions is bad?
Why a motherfucker like you would be more loyal to a party than the people. And it's sad. And it's sad, and it's a trip. And all you Christians out there, all of y'all,
Oh my
all
God.
of y'all sit around
Oh my
and flex on motherfuckers and sit back and vote for somebody that is
Oh my God.
pretty much against everything that you've been taught. I know that you've
Oh
been
my God.
taught it because I've been teaching it, and I've taught it, and I've been taught it.
What are you
I
talking
know
about?
What you've been taught.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, okay. If you don't, and if being a preacher's kid, then it's really pathetic. But it's a trip. I can't understand how y'all.
I don't know what you're talking
vote
about.
A Democratic Party vote versus voting for your people and voting for God, because
Who is the God candidate? Hold on. So help me. I want to vote for God. Ron, I want to vote for God. Who is the God candidate? Who is the God candidate? Ron.
And dark at this time.
Who is the God candidate?
Of light and dark.
Who is the God candidate?
And it's a trick. And
I'm gonna keep asking.
Because God
Who is the God candidate?
Hey, my man.
What candidate
Chris, like I
represents
said.
God?
Hey, listen to me.
What candidate represents God?
Hey, you know what? The candidate that doesn't sit here and say, abortion's on demand, a candidate, and it's a trick because for real, it's all but done.
What
Now,
candidate? Please just tell me. I want to vote for God. What candidate is the God candidate?
The candidate.
No, not just say the candidate. You know names. Stop it. You ain't stupid. You can say names. What candidate is the God candidate? What? Ron.
Can have a baby.
Ron.
Hey, you know the candidate.
Ron. No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you. What candidate is the God candidate? No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you. Help me. What candidate is the God candidate?
Wait a minute.
Ron.
I'm gonna tell you.
Are you gonna say a name? Are you gonna tell me a name?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna
What?
tell you.
Hold on. Are you gonna say a name? Are you gonna say a name?
Yeah.
Okay, so just say the name.
I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead. Say the name.
Yeah. The name that.
No. Just say the name.
Hey, you know what it is. Hey, Trump Trump. And I will say it. I will say it. Look, till the cows come home. But it doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference.
So Trump is the God candidate.
Hey,
So
no,
God is for cheating on your wife with a porn
so-
star.
so-
God is for cheating on your wife with a porn star.
No, but God, man, listen.
What?
You can take-
What?
You can take personal attacks.
That's
and-
not a
and think
personal
about it.
attack.
But see,
I'm
everybody-
asking, is
everybody
God
is
in
falling
favor
short.
of that?
Everybody, you falling short. And
All I'm doing
everybody
is
that-
asking,
that
is
is
God
listening
in
to your
favor of
podcast,
that?
Everybody listening to
Ron,
your podcast.
is God
they done fell
is God
short.
in favor
So
of
they
cheating
know.
on your
So
wife
they
with a
know.
porn star?
They know. So
Is
so
God
they
in
know
favor of
that-
grabbing
that-
women by
they-
the
they
vagina
know
without
that
their
God ain't for
permission?
abortion. They know that God ain't for transgenderism. They know. If you're Christian, you know. Are you lying?
Donald Trump is
are
for
you lying?
abortion.
You know. Are
Donald
you
Trump
lying?
is for
Hey.
abortion.
Hey.
Go read up on it. Donald Trump is not
Emanuel,
against abortion.
I said abortion on demand.
He's
I said
not
abortion
against it.
On demand.
He is not against
I said
it.
Abortion on demand.
He's still not
Quit
against
lying,
it.
Emanuel.
Go look it up. You don't get mad at me because Donald Trump is the God candidate. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I really was earlier on in the conversation. I promise y'all, I was trying to understand his mindset. Yeah. And then see, this is what y'all do, and it frustrates me. It frustrates me. I wish that y'all wouldn't do this. What some people do when they call is they think they know what I'm going to say because somehow they think I'm trying to trick them. Or like Twin said, play with their mind or whatever. I'm asking like simple questions. And then I end up having to scream because I have to talk over you because you won't, like, I give you room to talk and you talk. And then when I say 5 words, then you jump in. And then I know I do that from time to time. And then, you know, like he say, hold on, let me say something. And I'm like, okay, my bad, I'm sorry. And then I shut up and I let you talk. And then when it's my turn to talk, if it ever become my turn to talk, then I say 5 words and you jump in on me. I'm like, stop. And then where he was like, well, you asked me I didn't ask him whatever it is that he thought I asked him. But in his mind, that was a question that I was gonna ask him. So he had to prove that the question that I was gonna ask him was flawed, but I was never gonna ask him that question. Stop trying to pre-think for me. I'm just asking simple questions. Just answer the simple questions. Caller.
Hey, how you doing, Emanuel?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm pleasant, per usual.
Hold on, what are we calling you today?
Anyway, you calling me. You call me anything but late for dinner. Michael Snackson, man. No, I'm out here in Vegas being a snack.
All right.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
A couple things. You know, I was listening to you in Drop Squad 52. I for the life of me, I don't know why. This is what I hate about people from bigger markets, bigger cities coming to the Cincinnati radio. It's like they feel like they have to educate us. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about, you know, good callers that become hosts. We've seen that. We've seen that from Glenn to Sensible Don, who was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they were terrible hosts. As good as callers as they were terrible hosts. They were terrible taking it. Let's be honest. But that's just always just something that, you know, people just look at Cincinnati as this little country town, you know, of people I have to educate. And it's like, no, you don't have to educate us. We have talk radio around here, and we understand how it works. You know, but did you see that woman in the Olympics who quit in the boxing?
I saw a little
Have you
clip
talked about
of it.
that?
I saw a clip of it. I haven't talked about it yet. I did see a clip of it.
Oh, what were your thoughts on that? Or what were you leaning toward?
Well, okay. I don't believe that so-called transgender women should be fighting natural women.
Right.
Because there's definitely something about the strength and all of that kind of stuff. Clearly it's not a fair fight. And I think if transgenders want to compete, then I'm sorry, get enough of y'all together, and then you have men, women, trans, and you compete against people that you're on par with in terms of size, strength, and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't seem fair at all.
Right. So do you think that she quit or she was making a statement, or do you think she quit because she realized? Because the thing was that this woman was not clearly a former man. She just failed a gender, some type of gender test.
Yeah.
She failed it or didn't take it or something.
Just like remember that runner? I think she wasn't Jamaican. She was from one of the African nations, and she looked very masculine, and she wanted to run against the women, but her testosterone levels were really elevated. Even though she had all of the plumbing, you know what I'm saying? She still was, there easily could have been a dude. Like, you stand her next to a dude and, turn them around. You're like, I can't tell which one is the dude. I don't remember her name, but sometimes, biologically something happens. So even if she's not technically a trans person, yeah, those elevated testosterone levels and all that stuff do a little something, and it makes you a whole lot more manly.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I think that she quit. I don't think she quit making a statement. They're going to make her a hero, and she quit making some type of statement. I think she quit because she realized, these don't feel like women punches. I had enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She caught a couple of those and was like, those ain't women punches. They hitting a little different. I'm going to fall back.
Yeah, I believe that too.
So there you go. So yeah, like I said, I in the 2024, my mission is to not have elongated phone calls, 4 minutes and some seconds, like old school hip hop. So it's been real, had fun. I'm going back into the Vegas Sun. I've always
Hold on.
been told
Have you done much gambling at the tables?
Oh yeah.
Are you up or are you
Yeah,
down?
I'm about to go back out now.
Are you up or down?
I'm up.
Okay.
I'm up a little bit. Nothing to write home about, but somebody's niece can get her bills paid when I get back.
All right. What's your game? What's your game of choice?
Craps.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a craps head.
You kind of strike me more as a poker guy or a blackjack guy, but craps, I didn't see that coming.
No, I don't play. Yeah, I don't go to no casino and play cards. Yeah, I'm all dice.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's but yeah. So hey, folks, it's been real. Have fun, and I'll holler at y'all next week. Oh.
All right. That was Michael. He called himself today. We know him as Fame. CK.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It got sunny, rainy out here today, man. Sunny, rainy.
Yes.
I was like, man, this Clarissa Shields, she called out Keith Thurman a couple years back, and she talked about how she could fight these guys. And now she the first one on here talking about, I would never condone a woman fighting a man. Damn, you that fake? I'm like, you forgot what you said? I said, what's wrong? That's why people don't like Clarissa shit. It's just, you have to be proud to be a woman. It's great to be the greatest woman. Why do you have to, that's her main problem. She take away her femininity by trying to go into the men's world of boxing. When you should take pride in being a great female athlete, right?
Well, I think I could understand saying, if I'm the best at whatever, and in particular if I'm a woman, and I'm the best woman at whatever it is that I do, I think a lot of athletes want to be the best. Or you want to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. They tell me that person is better. I want to measure myself against that person. A lot of athletes do that. So I could understand I'm the best female, but how will I fare against a good male? All right, I fare pretty good against a good male. How will I fare against a great male? Oh, I did all right. How would I do against the best male? I understand the desire to challenge yourself and see how you stack up against that which other people tell you you can't stack up against. I get that.
Let me challenge your ideology, sir. Let's go back to '89. Mike Tyson. Now, how could he compare his boxing IQ to a guy like Sugar Ray Leonard, a middleweight? It's what is it? A mismatch.
Well, but it doesn't
Just
work.
like a woman.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. So you saying it would? The only way Sugar Ray can know is he better than Tyson if he fight him, or
No.
do you think that's unfair?
No, what I'm saying is, it doesn't work in reverse, right? So you know what I'm saying. And you a big heavyweight champion, and you can't look at a welterweight and be like, "Ooh, I want to challenge myself against him." But if a welterweight looks at you and he's like, "Look, I'm the best welterweight in the world. I want to fight the next level up, the heavyweight champion, the super heavyweight, whatever." I could understand that person wanting to see how their skills stack up against somebody at a higher weight. It seems unfair if the person at the higher weight is like, "I want to see if I can crush Sugar Ray." You know, so
Right.
one way it works, the other way it doesn't.
Yeah, and okay, that's what I was trying to tell Wyatt. The only way those fights are even favorable is when the underdog wins. With the undersized opponent, like you said, only way Sugar Ray, Mike Tyson is even fairly entertaining is if Sugar Ray wins, right? Because if Tyson wins, that's what we thought. If the woman lose to the man, that's what we thought. So the only thing that makes those Cinderella performances is if the underdog, the little guy wins or the female wins.
I'm not sure. Maybe if they put up a good fight, then that could make it. Even though they lose, if they put up a good fight, then that could make it, interesting.
Yeah, and they trying to get. That's why I'm glad because you're a wrestling guy. They trying to get Terrence Crawford, a welterweight, in there with Canelo Alvarez, a super middleweight. That's 147 to 168, sir. They're trying to get his head knocked off. See what I mean?
But
That's not a fair fight.
It seems like it's not fair, but I could see Crawford wanting to challenge his skills against somebody who some people perceive to be bigger and better. Y'all say he all of that. I think I'm all of that. And, so I want to challenge. I could see Crawford wanting to do that.
And that's the art of being scary but acting tough. See, you acting like you tough trying to fight a big guy when it's guys your size that you avoiding to go fight that big man. See, I know what you're trying to do. Oh, you scared to fight that dude your size. Now, you may want to go all the way up to Tyson. Hold on, what about right down there with you?
No, hold on. I would imagine that the reason maybe that you want the fight is for the money. I mean, that's going to be a nice money fight.
Oh, yeah, but your legacy, remember, you must win every fight by any means necessary, Livingston. Don't give up that O. That O is your lifeline. That's what keeps you eating. Because once that O goes, it gets real. Because that's your confidence. Because, before you took that O loss, you didn't think you was beatable.
As a non-boxer, I don't know. I don't know that to be so. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I believe you boxed professionally or semi-professionally, so I'll take your word for it.
No, I never boxed professionally, man. No.
Oh.
No, but you seen what happened to the guys when they lost their professional hold. Roy Jones Jr., you seen it. You seen it. The confidence is gone.
I've seen other people lose their O and still be dominant. Manny Pacquiao.
No,
He lost his O a long time ago, and he came back to win a number of different fights. Championships, the whole nine.
Yeah, you kept seeing him get his ass whooped, knocked unconscious. You forgot.
But you seen him whoop
He had
ass
to-
too. You seen him whoop ass
Yep,
too.
yep.
All I'm saying is, just because your O go, don't mean you can't win.
Right. But you know, I'm just saying, you just want to keep your confidence level up. If avoid, you're right. You can lose, but just don't lose no more. Because even if you lost, if I whooped your ass yesterday and I can't never whoop your ass again, how valuable is that ass whooping? That just taught you how to keep whooping ass.
It all depends on what was at stake.
Right. Yes, sir. But and we need to worry about what's going on with the other sports like track and field. Make sure they don't try to put the what is it called? Transformers into the track and field sports, wrestling. Because I don't know why they would choose a barbaric sport like boxing to put to hurt women. That seems like some sick stuff right there.
It seems like somewhere you'd have a very clear advantage.
Yep.
And look, you
man.
put me in there against an 11-year-old. I'm beating their ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a clear advantage because I'm much bigger and stronger, and I can whoop some ass there. So it's reasonable to me that you would choose that sport.
And that's what I was telling Wyatt. I said, you could lose to a woman and you won't lose any points because that's what you're supposed to do. I think when most guys fight the women in the gym, they go light on her. That's why Clarissa believes that she could beat men, but most of the guys are going light. They're not going full throttle on her.
Of course.
So she thinks that, they are, and she gets confidence that she could beat men because of how light they're going on her in sparring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But do you think you would lose anything by losing to a woman in boxing?
Me personally?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, say Mayweather, he's 50-0. I'm saying if he get in there with an exhibition and lose to Clarissa, it's just gonna look like a joke, It's not gonna be something. She's like, oh, he lost to a woman. They just gonna be like, oh well. They gonna say, do you really think he tried to win?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. I don't really think you got anything to lose fighting a woman. You could just let her win.
I mean, but again,
well.
you're using a different. You know what I'm saying? If you take someone who's an active boxer and they fight a woman, and you know what I'm saying, they're on an upward trajectory, and they lose to a woman. Oh yeah, nah, you look real bad.
Like Tank Davis, he can look. They know if he fight Clarissa, if she beat him, they gonna pretty much be like, oh, he let her get one in. He only got one loss to a woman.
I don't know about that. See, I don't know if I agree with that. Tank Davis fight a woman and a woman beat his ass. People gonna be like, what the, Yeah, no, that ain't gonna look good. That ain't gonna look good.
But they gonna say that he let her do it though. I know they gonna say it.
I don't know about
going
that.
as hard.
I don't know.
And you a man, when you in there with a woman, you is not gonna be trying to fight her like you fight a man. It's just natural.
I think if it's an actual match, then you got to do what you got to do, and if you lose, you look bad.
Not against that 11-year-old. You got the control. You can let them beat him or you can hurt him.
If I get into a boxing match with an 11-year-old and they beat my ass, you telling me, you go, oh, he let him win. Like, nah, that got his ass beat by an 11-year-old.
You say it don't change the facts, huh?
Right.
You right. Say the facts ain't gonna never change, man.
Yeah,
man. I just wanted to catch up with you, man. Appreciate you taking my call, brother.
CK, I appreciate you. All right. Yeah, I'll whoop an 11-year-old ass. I just want y'all to know that. Make no mistake about it. I challenge any normal size 11-year-old. And I ain't never even boxed. I challenge any normal size 11-year-old to a real match. Think I ain't tough. Blade,
Hey, buddy. How's it
how you
going?
doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic.
I think a grown man beating up an 11-year-old, that's abuse, man.
Now, if he bring it, and he get what he get,
You're supposed to be the bigger man and
I will
and
be.
don't fight him.
I will be the bigger man, and I will pummel his little 11-year-old ass.
If he smack you on the right cheek, you're supposed to turn and let him smack you on the left. And people really believe that's the interpretation of the scripture. But anyway, hey, man, I want to say, man, because I remember me and you were talking about this a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
When a so-called, I say, this is my words, when a confused man think he's a woman and then he go to an arena to fight women, that's nothing but a punk to me. You know you got the advantage. And, you know, I understand people are, we supposed to accommodate this low vibration stuff that is being forced upon us. But I am so sick and tired of hearing people trying to justify these freaks out here. I don't care if they plumbing and all that's messed up or whatever. If your upper body is a man, you're a man. And when you go into an arena and you beating up women and messing up their future and their careers, you're a punk. Point blank. I don't care. I'm just so sick and tired of regular people taking up with these people, and they are force feeding us to see these freaks come out. And I think Saturday or Sunday, a girl gonna say Buttigieg is her running mate.
You think so?
I know so.
I think if she chooses Buttigieg, however you pronounce his name, I'm sorry. I think if she chooses
Buttigieg.
him, then that is not a good pick. That's not a good pick.
Politics is not a good pick, but we regurgitate it every day, though, don't we?
I'm not sure what that means.
What we're seeing is we ever saw the downfall of the Republicans, and what you're seeing is the preferred side, the downside of the liberals. I know you think, I know you don't, but I know the other ones think she's they female messiah, but no, she's gonna pick him because politics don't care about people. They force their agenda on you, and we fall for it, and we debate over it like we really getting something out of it.
I just think
So,
strategically, in terms of we in America, right? And we know
right.
that there are people in America who believe certain things, and you already got a hard sell Indian black woman, and then you add a homosexual to that ticket. There's a good portion of the electorate that don't even care what you think, believe, feel, will vote for your policies and all that kind of stuff. There's a good portion of the electorate who are not voting for a black Indian female homosexual ticket. It would just be a bad pick.
Your logic sounds good, but America is ready for it. The church, and what's bad about it, it's a church fault. The church allowed it, so the government's going to allow it. Because, they say church and religion don't go together, but that's a damn lie. They go hand in hand. We allowed it in the church, the choir director and all those in the back twitching and twerking and all that. Now, government's going to raise up the equal it out. We are ready for a gay man and his husband to be up in government.
I don't think so. I kind of hope not, but you do have a point.
We ready. I mean, look at the churches. Church and government does go together. People say it don't, but it does. How many of your preachers out here every Sunday preaching about government? And how many government people out here trying to preach? So it goes together. Maybe to some people it don't make sense, but it makes sense. They ready because that culture under you, they don't even like women no more, and they don't even want to drive. they wearing tight pants and skinny jeans, and buddies hanging out together all night long. So they ready.
All right.
Every other video, and every commercial, what's on there?
It's a lot of homosexuality.
Bati boys, and it's sad.
Hold on, what
And,
boys?
Bati boys, them gay boys.
What? I know, I'm not understanding the word that you're saying. What are you saying?
Bati boys.
Spell it.
They call them fruity. I don't know how to spell that.
Well, okay, say it again slowly.
Bati boys.
Bati?
Boys.
Bati boys. I never heard that before.
Yeah, I think it's Jamaican. I think Jamaicans say that. Bati boys.
Okay.
Cutting them Fruit Loop boys. Yeah. So, I might be wrong, but I think we're ready because the liberals, man. I mean, politics. We saw Trump how low he brought the Republicans. So, it's time for the liberals to bring us low. God destroy his government. Have a good one, man.
All right. Thank you, Blade. I hope Blade is not right. That would be a bad pick. Brent, you can call in now. That would be a bad pick, in my opinion. Would I still vote for that ticket over Trump? Yeah. Yeah, I would. But I think it would be a bad pick. Brent!
Did you really ask Blade to spell something?
I couldn't understand what he was saying. So
Come on now.
I just needed him to spell it phonetically so I could
Yeah.
understand. It didn't even have to be correct.
Oh my goodness. I knew that was a failed endeavor right when you asked the question. I'm like, come on now.
I didn't even think of it in terms of that. Yeah. His spelling
Oh,
does
man,
leave a
but,
little something to be desired.
Yeah. Yeah, but me and you got beef today.
Oh.
We got serious beef because I see the shirt you got on there. You wearing that raggedy Alabama State Hornet shirt. You made me go get my Tuskegee Golden Tiger shirt on.
Hold on, let me
beefing.
wait. Okay, so since we beefing, I gotta ask you a question. What do you think about the shirt, the black and white?
Is it black and white?
I know it looks dark blue, but it's not. It is black.
Okay.
That is the Pantone color for the black in the Pan-African
Okay.
flag. So it does look dark blue, but it is black.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a nice shirt. Is that your custom design?
Yes. I asked the question only because I wore it when I was down in Alabama, in Montgomery, around all of these people who went to and graduated from Alabama State. And everybody who saw it,
Right.
The only thing that they said was, "Where's the gold?" I'm like, it's black and white. Like, don't you understand? That's the thing that people do with logos. Like, they pull all the color out and do a black and white version. Oh, I didn't need gold in it. I'm like, it's black and white. It's a thing. I even went NFL and showed them some NFL logos in just black and white, some NBA logos in black and white, some other college logos in just black and white. And they like, it needs some gold. I'm like, man, y'all got to stop. I need y'all to get with the trend.
If you make a bunch of shirts that says Tuskegee Golden Tigers and just have it in gold, and we can both be there at the Turkey Day Classic, walking with the slow bob, selling shirts and making a grip. We need to make that trip. And your people down in Alabama, so I know I'm going to get some good food and just be a fly on the wall just laughing at the back and forth banter.
See, I would do them all in black and white. That's my new thing with logos, just black and white. Changing them up in that way.
Okay. But we could make all the money there. But just a suggestion for the show.
Uh-huh.
Whenever Ron D comes on, you need to have, whenever he starts cussing, just have a Yosemite Sam just, pitching a fit pop up on the screen. And just have a button that you can hit. That would be hilarious. It'd be hilarious to me. I don't know if it'd be hilarious anymore now. And let's see, we talked about that. All right. Well, you know what time it is. LaDonna's favorite part of the show. It's time for the wrestling report.
All right.
It is SummerSlam edition. Tomorrow, I forget, where are they going to be tomorrow? I guess it really doesn't matter.
Cleveland.
But
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's nowhere there. But I know that there's not many Cleveland folks in the audience there.
Yes.
But I want to get your predictions. I've written mine down, but I want to get your predictions for the matches as they have stated so far.
All right, run them down to me.
All right, first match, in no particular order, we have Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Who you got?
Oh, that's a hard one. But it's got it. I think to advance the story. Oh, that's a hard one. Let me come back to that.
You're on the clock.
Let me come back to that.
We'll come back to
Pass.
All right. Next. This is not, what is it?
I don't remember what
Steve
that
Harvey
is.
show.
Family
Family Feud. This ain't Family Feud. But the next match, Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
LA Knight. LA Knight's got to win that.
Okay, I got LA Knight there too.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, we have Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker's got to win that.
Okay, I got Sammy on that one.
Really?
I just think they need to, yeah. 'Cause I think Braun Breaker can take it to a whole nother level of being crazy. So I want Braun Breaker to be a little bit crazier before he finally gets the belt.
So you think it's going to be a clean win or a win like by disqualification or something like that?
I think it's going to be a clean win.
Ooh.
I think this time it's going to take 2 haluba kicks. But I think it's going to be a clean win.
Ooh, if they do a clean win, that really weakens Braun, in my opinion. It weakens him. You let Sami Zayn beat you clean twice for the title? They can't
But
do
like
that.
I said, he has to wreck shop backstage and the next Monday Night Raw to keep his crazy angle going and try to get mental in it. Why can't he beat Sami Zayn, which he should have beat him the first time?
Okay, we'll see.
All right, we got the metrosexual Undertaker Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. Who you got?
I think this is another hard one. I'm going to say Damian Priest with some outside interference from the team. For whatever reason, I'm drawing a blank. Judgment Day. And then he's going to be mad that they interfered to keep him the title, and that's going to be the thing to really begin to push this breakup and turn him face onto another level.
Okay. I got Gunther winning, but for the same reason. Because of outside interference, they try to hit him with they don't have the briefcase, but they try to hit him with something, but they wind up hitting Damian Priest. Gunther does a couple of power bombs or however. He wins his matches in so many different ways, which is good.
Yeah.
But I think that's how Gunther wins, and then that starts the breakup. So
Okay.
I think we got the same idea, just different outcomes in that.
Yeah.
The women's match for WWE Women's title, Bayley versus Queen Nia Jax, or thick-boned, what's her name? Beehive, Queen Bee.
Believe it or not, I think this time they got to give it to Nia.
Yeah.
So I'm going with
In
Nia.
agreement there. All right, Nia there. All right, and the other women's match, we have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley in a dime on a pole match. So,
I think Rhea wins, but she doesn't win the title. Dom does something and gets Rhea disqualified or something like that, or helps Liv or something like that. But I think either Rhea wins via disqualification or loses via disqualification because of Dominic Mysterio's interference on behalf of Liv.
all right, you straddling the fence. I need a definitive pick. You put money on both red and black at the roulette wheel. You win it every time.
Okay, if I had to call it, Liv is gonna win.
Liv is gonna win. All right, yeah, I have Liv winning by DQ because Rhea goes crazy because Dom's gonna come out there, she's gonna kiss him, and she's gonna just continue to beat the living crap out of Liv Morgan.
Okay.
So, all right, we're gonna go back up to the top. We got to go back up to Drew McIntyre, CM Punk before we hit the final match.
I'm gonna go. If I was booking it, Drew McIntyre would win. So I'm going Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I see Drew McIntyre winning too because it just doesn't benefit CM Punk to win. He doesn't need titles anymore. He's old. Give it to Drew. Continue, especially with all the times that CM Punk has screwed him. He has to beat CM Punk in this one. So yeah. But now we're down to the main event. We got Cody Rhodes, who has melanin in his soul, and we have the head of the table, Solo Sikoa, for the belt. Who you got in that one?
Cody. Cody wins that one.
Okay. Any other side things you think may happen?
Yeah, some side stuff gonna happen. I don't know if Roman's coming back, but I know Cody. I believe Cody will win. He'll get jumped, and that's when I think some people will come in to help him, or they'll play it like Roman is coming in to help stomp Cody, but he'll turn and do something to Solo. So I think Roman's coming back, and that'll be the big play.
So does he come back with the wise man?
I think he does.
Yeah, and hopefully this time he won't be staying up 2 or 3 nights in order to get the look that he hasn't slept.
Yes.
But he is great. He is great with his facial expressions and every role that he's played. He's been
I
great.
think he deserves an Emmy Award. I really do.
Yes. Now him managing finances of a ECW and everything, not so great. But wrestling mind and just his ability, and he's supposed to have like a focus group company in real life where he brings people in and gets ideas and pitches it. So that would be interesting just to go and see how his mind works outside of the wrestling environment.
Yes.
But okay, all right. Well, that's good. I got all of your choices, and you heard my choices. So we will see how we both fared out come Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, or not Tuesday because you're off on Tuesdays.
I think next week. I think I'll be in on Tuesday, but off on Friday.
Okay. All right. So we will touch bases back on Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday. We'll do Tuesday because that'll give a chance to pull in Raw to see what happened as Fallout.
Yes.
That's typically good there. But all right. Well, that's all I got for you today.
I got one question for you.
Sure.
What do you think about the idea that Donald Trump is the God candidate? He's the candidate that God would vote for in this election.
You mean the candidate that spoke in front of Turning Point USA and told them that he's not a Christian? That candidate?
Well, yeah.
And then the same one that what was her name? Oh, the white lady preacher that tries to preach black and took over Tim's church. Oh, what is her name? Used to be his spiritual advisor.
Took over whose church?
Reverend Tim down in Florida.
Oh.
She's married to some guy now, the Journey lead man. That's who she's married to. Paula White.
I was about to say, I think I know who you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she said that she led Trump to Christ and everything, and also that black pastor with the blue contact lenses, Mark Scott, out of South Carolina, who was also a fake Kappa, who said that he loves Christ and he's a Christian. That God candidate, nah. Donald Trump is not the God candidate.
Oh.
Because I don't think the God candidate would called black women nasty every chance that they got just for asking him a question about what he said before. Not even making stuff up. So, nah.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
checking. I didn't agree with it, but what do I know?
Yeah, but this is how would Paulie Heyman say it? This isn't a prediction. This is a spoiler alert. Ron D is going to vote for Trump.
He say he not gonna vote. The man say he not gonna vote, and if he's not gonna vote, you shouldn't vote. So, just stay home and don't vote. That's what Ron. He say he not gonna vote, man. I don't know why he wouldn't lie to me.
He voting. I bet they're not even taking bets there at the local Riverboat Casino on Ron D not voting for Trump. They're like, that's a losing bet.
You got to take a man at his word. He say he not voting. He's not gonna vote for the candidate that he think God wants.
Yeah, and also I'm so glad I didn't have a cousin deacon teaching Sunday school, because that would just be. Yeah, I'd have to get my mama. She was an usher. She would have to have a few choice words for cousin deacon there. So.
All right.
All right. And Ron D, this is all in fun. You know this by now.
Yes, it's all in fun.
All
Here's what I need you to do, Brent.
Okay.
Do a cussing bingo, right? And you put all the cuss words on a bingo card, and then as Ron and or Twin calls in, you play the card, and the cuss word that comes up, you put a chip or a dob on that card, and you see who gets bingo. So then that way,
like what, 3 or 4? They don't use too many.
Nah, they use a lot of them.
But it's the same ones over and
No,
over
they
again.
use A, they use S, they use MF, they use you got to include the N word. They use it's a number of them that they use.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure I can find a bingo generator and have those in there, and that should be something quick. Okay. All right. Yeah. If I do it, I'll put it on the friends page. So
Yeah. Then everybody can print out their card. Everybody can print out their card, and then next thing you know, you look up and bingo. And maybe the first person to actually get bingo, they get a prize.
Oh, maybe some of that merch from the non-existent merch site.
Yes, because the merch actually exists. The site doesn't exist yet. Well, the site actually does exist. It's just not live yet.
All right.
So yeah,
I'll make it happen.
All right.
I will make it happen. All right. Well, you guys take it easy, and I will talk to you Monday, Tuesday.
All right. All right. That was Brent and Ron. Yes, it is all in fun. It is all in fun. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. Y'all just heard my phone ring. The people trying to get in touch with me. I want everybody to get out this weekend. Do something fun. If you are a normal, you normally just stay in the house, watch some movies or, whatever. Go do something fun and something that you don't normally do. All right? This is my prescription for the weekend. If you don't bowl, go bowling. You know what I'm saying? Like something that I don't shoot. I ain't shot pool in 12 years. Go shoot pool, billiards. Go shoot pool. So I ain't gone swimming and I don't know how long. Go swimming. Do something this weekend that you don't normally do or that you haven't done in a long time. And of course, as always, as you're out there doing it, be the reason that somebody smiles. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.